Hello, my name's Gary with HaveFunWithScience.com, and today's presentation is a demonstration on Sir Isaac Newton's first law of motion, and that is inertia. In dealing with the definition of inertia, we will also have to discuss some of the other scientific principles, such as momentum, mass, velocity, and friction. So, in dealing with the first half of the definition of inertia, we must take an object, any object, in this case a marble. And this marble has a tendency to stay at rest, motionless, unless acted upon by another outside force. And we can demonstrate inertia by taking this marble and putting it in a cup. Now I can slide the marble in the cup back and forth and come to a stop, and nothing happens because there's no outside force great enough to make that marble move. However, if I increase the motion, increase the velocity, increase the momentum, the marble jettisons out of the cup when I come to a sudden stop. And the reason why the marble came out of the cup is because an outside force acted upon it. The marble was traveling with the cup at the same speed as the cup. And when I came to a sudden stop, there was so much momentum built up that the marble wanted to keep on traveling. So it left the cup while the cup stood still. So what is momentum anyway? Well, momentum is the measurement of the motion of an object equal to the mass of that same object times the speed or the velocity of that same object. So momentum equals mass times velocity, or you could say momentum equals mass times speed. So what is mass? Everything in this universe has mass. And the definition of mass, without getting too technical, is a body of coherent matter. And coherent matter is consistent, which means it sticks together. Take, for example, this marble. The molecules of this marble are consistent, and they stick together and make one solid object. However, the matter that this marble is made of can come in various sizes and shapes. So each of these magnets are various sizes and various shapes, but they are all made of the same type of matter, and each have a different mass. Another example would be if you were to take a walk on one of the Rocky Mountains. Those mountains are made out of granite, and a mountain has a very large mass. And if you were to compare one Rocky Mountain to the next one, even though they're made out of the same matter, they're going to look different and come in different sizes and shapes. The same is true for a stone you pick up off the mountain trail when you're hiking. It's going to be made out of the same matter that the mountain is. Yet, it's going to have a different size and a different shape, and the stone will have a vastly smaller mass than the mountain, even though the matter that they are both made out of is the same. So, to sum it up, mass is a body of coherent matter that is consistent and sticks together, yet can have indefinite or various shapes and indefinite or various sizes. We have not finished the definition of inertia. What happens to the marble after it left the cup? Well, the second half of inertia has to do with an object, any object, in this case a marble. It has the tendency to stay in motion until another force, in this case friction, acts against it to slow it down to a stop. And friction is the resistance caused when one surface is rubbing against another, in this case the marble rubbing against the carpet as it rolls to a stop. So, to sum up the definition of inertia, it means an object or a body has a tendency to stay at rest or motionless until acted upon by an outside force. And once that outside force is acted upon it, that object or body has a tendency to stay in motion until another force acts upon it to make it stop. Have a good day. After doing this demonstration, you should see that safety belts in vehicles are a really good idea.